So Ousmane Diomande is getting very, very close, and I've got all the latest updates for you guys. Welcome to your Forest transfer news. Hi guys, hope you're doing well. Welcome to your latest Forest news. Coming up, I'll talk you through the Diomande details as it's closer than close, man. We haven't had to say that for 12 months. And it's getting very, very exciting. We'll also cover off the game against Blackburn where Forest is just cooking right now. They really are. So we'll talk through all of that. So make sure you've liked, make sure you subscribed, make sure you check out Oxford Natural as well, because you can get up to 70% off your first order. And look, it's working. It's working. You know what? Like, on a serious note, I've been able to lose some weight. I've been able to regulate my sleep, which is like so important to me, especially with the night supplements that I'm using here, the Oxford Night stuff. So go check them out, and I'm kind of your living example of what's happening. And I keep reminding you guys, look what Robbie did with them in such a short space of time as well. So make sure you check them out. Use code FFTV and you can get up to 70% off your first order and join me on the journey, because mentally I'm feeling great. But that might be as well because of what I'm seeing with Oliver Glasner right now. And it's an interesting, fascinating window. We're seeing promise after promise being kept from Marinakis, which we know he does anyway. But Oliver Glasner has gone to Marinakis and said, these are the players I want, go get them. Marinakis is like, leave it with me. Because Diomande is a player that Glasner has wanted for a long time. He wanted him at Crystal Palace. Crystal Palace had bid 40 million to try and get him, and they got laughed away. Forest, on the other hand, according to reports, and I was saying to you yesterday, there wasn't really anything credible to get your teeth into, but the reports made sense because of the link between Diomande and Glasner. It came out that Percy was saying that Forest have actually put in a bid of £30 million. And it's got to this stage now where sources and reports coming out of Portugal are saying that Sporting are saying this is a done deal. It's all but done. They're already looking for their replacement, and they've singled out Ibrahim Bar, and there's been a few reports, shout out to Hazardous as well, helping us with this, saying that he's already in Sporting, as in Lisbon, and doing his medical and trying to get the paces put through because he's the replacement for them. And add on top of all of this, that Forest are obviously out in Portugal right now playing their games. So it makes sense to get Ousmane across to Forest, because that way we save on a plane ticket to Nottingham and back out to Portugal. So everything's lining up quite nicely. Now, on top of that, Romano has put out a video where he said that Glasner has already spoken to Diomande and he has sold him the Forest project. Not that it needs much selling, but he's had that conversation. He's spoken to him. Ousmane is ready and wanting to move. He's very keen and very excited to move into the Premier League and obviously to Forest and obviously work under Glasner. And in a weird way, I'm actually getting apprehensive here because things are starting to move slowly and smoothly across the window. This could be because Sirianos is in charge. This could be because Edu's gone. This could be because the leadership, the elite level leadership we've now got with someone who's got vision in Glasner, we're now starting to see. So I expect this deal to now get done and get done very quickly. We do know that Schlager will be having his medical on Wednesday. He's a here we go, it's a done deal, and he's going to be out in Portugal with the team. And I think they want Diomande in as soon as possible. And at the same time, you look at it and you think, I mean, how many more do we need? Because the players are absolutely cooking on the pitch, which we'll come on to in a second. Now, do I think we can get it for the 30 million? I think this will start to creep more towards the 40 million euros, that is, rather than the 30, which was the pounds. So the difference is about 6-7 million. Sporting have, I think, just succumbed to the fact that Diomande wants to leave, therefore they can't overpush the price, and they've already sourced who they think the replacement will be for him. I think this ends up 35 plus a couple of mil in achievable add-ons, giving you a 40 million euro deal, something like that. And that would be an absolute bargain. I was telling you yesterday about his strengths, how he's the modern day ball playing centre back. He's got all the right attributes to work in the Premier League. And I am shocked that, as I said yesterday, none of the big six teams are going after him. You look at teams like Chelsea, Liverpool, even United to a certain extent, all in need of probably some centre-backs. And this guy fits every single mould on what you would be looking for a centre-back. And not only can he take the ball out, but his passing range is elite. Like, can you imagine a back three of Murillo, Diomande and Milenkovic, Sells in goal, maybe Henderson, I'll keep you posted on that one. That's probably, and maybe some of you saying I'm getting a bit deluded and all this stuff, right? That could be one of the best defensive lineups, not just in the Premier League, but in European football. Because you got everything. You got the brick wall in Milenkovic, like the anchor. You got Murillo, who can play out from the back, who's got the pace recovery. And you got Diomande, who can do the same thing as well, with the long range passing, with the passes through the lines and everything like that. And all of them absolute brick walls in defence. And you're adding height into the defence. And more importantly, you're not playing Morato. Yeah, I am getting ahead of myself, I know. But this deal really does excite me. So I think within the next 48 hours, that's based on nothing but the way I feel the movement and the momentum of this is going, we should get to at least a here we go. I think we're at a here we nearly go at the moment, because it is closer than close. So get your thoughts in it as well. Are you excited about Diomande? This would be a big signing for Forest. Maybe even a statement signing. I don't know, but I'm excited by it. So that's the Diomande stuff. Now, in the meantime, can Diomande even get into the team? Because Forest have played 2 games, scored 5 goals, conceded none. It's just so calm right now on the pitch. I thought, again, watching the Blackburn game, that the second half, the team was way better than the team in the first half. I just think the flow of it was beautiful. Eric De Silva, I remember when we sat down and signed him, and I did a little video for you guys with Antonio, and he was just waxing lyrical about this kid. And I'm seeing a lot of attributes that this guy has settled in, he's matured, and he's almost looking ready. I actually think, and you guys know I love Ola Einar, but I think Eric De Silva may suit a Glasner system better than Einar. I thought Einar struggled a bit in that first half. I thought Dominguez looked good in the first half. Igor Jesus got yet another goal. Sorry, Ant. And he missed a couple of chances, to be fair to him, hitting the post and then over-carrying the first ball. But his first goal was fantastic. But the one I want to talk about is Callum Mwendo. Callum Mwendo in this left 10, I think is working quite well. Now, granted, I know the opposition has been County and Blackburn. And I hate Blackburn, by the way. 7-0 on my birthday. While I was having a party. Anyway. I think Callum Mwendo is playing really well in this left 10. And I've got to say, McAtee's still not impressing me. I'm trying so hard, guys, to just believe that there is something there. I'm not quite ready to let him go and what have you, but I'm just not seeing it. But the more I look at it, putting a Callum Mwendo in the 10 gives us another outlay for goals, which, you know, I don't think we got enough of them. Yes, Gibbs White was getting them from the left 10 position, if you like, last season towards the end. But over the course of the season, he wasn't scoring as many as he did in the second half. But if you're putting a striker that you're converting into that 10 position, Igor Jesus looks like he's operating well up front. I'm thinking Callum Mwendo and Gibbs White behind Igor Jesus. I think that sounds quite tasty. Then you bring Schlager into the midfield alongside Sangare, Dominguez. I thought Dominguez looked good. I thought Yates wasn't that great today. You're starting to form a real good nucleus. And then you got your wing backs. Again, I thought Nets was good today. So I think Oliver Glasner is starting to kind of embroid into the players the fabric of what he's trying to do. But I'm seeing it more in the second half team than I am in the first half team. The pressing was really good in the second half. The quick movement from back to front, which Oliver Glasner likes, I saw more of it in the second half. We just got to get these 2 CMs correct. And then the rest of the team, we're close. I think we need another 3 signings. Maybe another striker. Maybe a couple more CMs. Definitely a couple more CMs. And then we'll see what we'll do on the wing-back situation as well. But overall, 5 goals, none conceded. And even Morato looks all right, to be fair to him. I know I give him a lot of stick, but upgrade him to Diomande. Wow. And then you got, what, Zach Abbott as your backup, sell Morato. Yeah, we're winning it all this year. Okay, I've gone too far. I don't care. Get your thoughts in on everything. We will see you on the next video. Diomande, closer than close can be. Make sure you've liked and subscribed. Check out Oxford Natural and use code FFTV. And we'll see you on the next video. Come on, you Reds.